Hi YouTube. Hi, I am here to talk about my Birchbox from January because my new Birchbox came in, and I'm going to do an unboxing video here in just a little bit. And I wanted to review the products that I received in my last box, so that because I thought that would just be an interesting thing to do, just to talk about what I thought of last month's box before I unbox the next box. That's a lot of boxes. Anyway, so last month I received the Balm Put a Lid on an Eyelid Primer, My Cosmetics, I think it's My Cosmetics, or maybe it's just My brand Multi-Purpose Mattifying Moisturizer, Viva La Juicy perfume sample, Brownie's Eye Gel, and Brownie's Rose Water Hydrator Spray. I'll talk about this. Well, actually, I'll talk about the Viva La Juicy first. I don't have that anymore. The little sample was just one of those little tiny perfume samples that you can get at a cosmetic counter. It wasn't really anything special, but I do like getting perfume samples because I can't really go into places where there's a lot of perfumes, because some perfumes trigger me to have allergic responses. So I would rather get perfume samples in the mail, because if I have an allergic response to it, I know exactly what caused it, and I know that I can to stay away from it. So I tried it. I didn't have an allergic response to it. Sometimes if I wore too much of it, it would give me a headache, but most of the time I was okay with it. And so I wore it until I ran out, and then I threw the bottle away. It's not something that I would probably spend $70 on, but most people who are interested enough to watch a Birchbox related video probably already know what Viva La Juicy Couture smells like anyway. So I don't really need to review Viva La Juicy Couture. And if you're interested in what it smells like, you can go pretty much anywhere and smell it yourself. So I guess I like it okay. But I don't like it enough to go buy it, especially not for $70 a bottle. Anyway, the next thing on my list of things I received last month would be this. And I have a lot of it left because I have dry skin, and this is a mattifying moisturizer, and also has wheat in it, and I have a bit of a wheat allergy, and I'm afraid to rub it on my face. So I gave it to my daughter. I did use a little bit of it before I realized it had wheat on it, and it didn't make me break out, but I definitely had some itching, which I don't want because I already have too many allergy problems as is. But I gave it to my daughter, who has oily skin, and she really liked it. So I don't know why they sent this to me, because Birchbox knows that I have dry skin. That's one of the things that they ask you about in the beauty profile thing, is what kind of skin you have, and it specifically said I had dry skin. So why would they send a mattifying moisturizer to somebody with dry skin? I think they have some algorithm issues with how they determine who gets what combination of products in their box, because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, a mattifying moisturizer for somebody who has dry skin. But I did rub a little bit, on my hands and a little bit around my nose, just to see what it was like. And it is a nice product. It's just very, very mattifying, like it says, and it's just not a good product for me, for someone with dry skin. And also, if you have a wheat allergy, stay the heck away from it. It's also very, very expensive. So unless you are somebody that likes to drop a lot of cash on a moisturizer, which I think, and you only get a little tiny bit. This is 0.3 ounces, this size right here, and a full size of this product is 2 ounces. So this is almost a fourth of the full size product. And the full size product is like $60, 65, almost $70. I think it's 65. So I figured it out. This is about $15 worth of product, if compared to the full size. That blows my mind that this is a $15 worth of sample, that they think that this product is worth that much. I don't think that this is worth that much. And even for somebody with oily skin, I can't fathom why, you know, you would want to spend that much on a face cream. But to each his own, whatever. If it works for you, it works for you. But I didn't care for it. Now onto the stuff that I was really excited about. I don't have the eye gels anymore, the Frownies eye gel, because I did use them. I did like using them. Would I buy them? No. But would I enjoy getting more samples of eye gels? Yes. Did it make my eyes less puffy or make my circles go away? No. But was it nice and relaxing to have on my face? Yes. So whenever I put my mask on, which I do a couple of times a week, I would put the gels on, and it was nice. It was a treat, and I enjoyed it. So if I had the opportunity to get them again for free or as part of one of my box subscriptions, I would definitely do that. This came with it, and this is Frownies Rose Water Hydrator Spray. And you can mist it on the eye gels to activate them or to moisten them if they start to dry out before you've used them the full amount of times that you're allowed to use them, which I think is 3 or 4. Or you can mist it on your face to moisturize your face or to just hydrate your face. And then another thing that you can do with this is to spray it on your face after you're done with your makeup as a setting spray, because it has setting spray. It's like a setting spray. I've never had a setting spray before, so this was a new thing to me, and I fell in love with it. I have never used a hydrator spray or a setting spray, and it was... I'm getting a call from a private number with my phone playing Zelda's Lullaby. I'm not going to answer a private number. I don't trust that. So you can just keep ringing. Anyway, sorry about that. So anyway, what was I saying? Now I forgot what I was talking about. I've never had the setting spray. I loved it, and I used it, and it became a staple for me, to the point that I used it and I carried it with me everywhere I went, and I realized that now that I've used it, I can't live without it. Now Navi also from Zelda is telling me that I have a message. Hey, listen. Anyway, I'm such a nerd. So okay, all right. So seriously, I don't know who that is, but I've got another. Hold on just a second. I gotta find out what this is all about. Anyway, so, okay, back to my Rose Water Hydrator Spray. I realized I can't live without it, but I also don't want to pay a big amount of money for a setting spray, because I noticed that they're kind of expensive. They're like $11. So I started doing research about setting spray, and I found out that setting spray is mostly like glycerin and rose water or rose oil and water and preservatives and maybe some other ingredients sometimes. So I set out to find out how to make it myself, and ended up making it myself, and because I ran out, and I was devastated when I ran out and had to make more. Right now I'm reusing this Frownies bottle that the original spray came in, but because I can't find anybody around here that has an atomizer. Is that how you say that? Atomizer? I don't know. Anyway, I can't find one of those around here, one of those little fine mist spray bottles. So I have to order one off the internet to put my spray in. So I'm just using this right now until I can. I have this, but it doesn't spray a fine enough mist spray. But this is what it looks like, the one I made. And The only thing I did wrong was I put a little bit too much aloe in it. And I made mine, and I read online, somebody recommended to use pure aloe. But I decided to use this. It came from Walgreens, and it has aloe in it. That's the first ingredient, but it also has glycerin, and glycerin is in pretty much all setting spray. But aloe is the number one ingredient, and then glycerin is like the third ingredient, and then or the fourth ingredient. And so I used a little aloe and glycerin, and then I used this Rose Absolute in jojoba oil. Is that how you say that? Just enough to give it a little bit of smell, and probably, you know, just a, and then I filled it the rest of the way with distilled water, and I shook it and shook it, and it is, I mean, it is a liquid. It's not, it looks green because of, you know, of this, but and it sprays really well out of this, you know, but I swear to you, I guess it's the combination of the aloe and the jojoba oil, which is moisturizing, and the glycerin. Did I say that already? And the rose water. The whole combination. It is so moisturizing that I have been spraying this all over my body and just rubbing it in and using it as lotion because it's making my skin so soft. It's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's the best thing I've ever done. And okay. So this was $3 and this was $11, this oil. And I only used a little teeny tiny bit of the bottle. And I only used a little teeny tiny bit of this. Well, I used about that much of it. And I have this much left, and I've been spraying it on myself over and over and over again for several days now. This will probably last me about a week with as much as I'm using it. So I figure this right here is probably enough to make probably about 2 months worth, and I can use it as a body moisturizer, a setting spray, a hydrator spray, and I only spent about $15, which is about how much one bottle of setting spray costs, which is about this big, and can only be used on your face after you use your makeup, after you put your makeup on. So I think I got myself a good deal and changed my life. I mean, really. Maybe it seems insignificant to other people, but it's the best beauty thing that I've ever done for myself. At least do it yourself beauty thing. Okay, the last thing that I got in my Birchbox last month, and I do want to, before I go on, I do want to say that if it wasn't for this Frownies Rose Water Hydrator Spray, I would have never known to do all of that. So I am so thankful. I probably would have heard of all of this, but I never would have thought that it would have been important enough or good enough for me and my skin, that my skin would have liked it enough for it to be worth it. I've also heard that spraying it in your hair makes your hair shiny and soft. So I'm going to try that next. I haven't tried that yet, so I'll let you know what I think of that. So anyway, thank you, Frownies, for the influence, but I'm not going to be buying you. Okay, here's the last thing. The Put a Lid on It, the Balm, by The Balm Eyelid Primer. I will be buying this when I run out. I've used other eyelid primers, but this is my favorite so far. I've never had a crease. I've never had anything happen adverse from this eyelid primer that I've had from other eyelid primers. This is the best eyelid primer I've ever used. It's thin. It blends seamlessly with my other primer, which I usually use Youngblood Mineral Primer. And it has the same kind of feel to it as the Youngblood Mineral Primer does. And I put it underneath and over the top of my eyes. And I can put my eye makeup on, and 10 hours later, it looks like I just put my eye makeup on. It is incredible. I cannot say enough about it. I don't have wrinkles around my eyes, so I don't know how it does in wrinkles, but with with my eyes the way that they are, it is perfect, and I have zero complaints about it. It's a new product. It just came out like a month ago or a few weeks ago or something. But it's amazing and I love it. And if you have problems with creases and your eye makeup not staying in place, you should definitely at least try to get a sample of it and give it a try yourself. That's all I have to say about the Birchbox from January. I will do my unboxing in another video. Bye!